Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 24th. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. The heart of your reading, we have the moon in reverse. Well, let's see. This is for the 24th, and the 24th happens to be the Leo new moon. So being ruled by the moon on a new moon means you are experiencing a fresh start, a new beginning, a sense of rejuvenation, very strongly with the Fool here at the bottom of the deck. Sense of anything's possible. What is the challenge for Leo? We have the Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles in reverse. You are completing an obligation despite other people not following through on their end of the bargain. There's been a commitment made on someone else's part, maybe multiple people, where they just didn't follow through, and you were left like needing to pick up the slack. What's the focus? What are we focused on, Cancer? Knight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. A lot of hopes were built up, a lot of maybe future faking about the way things were going to be with this person. I see a future with you. I want to be with you forever. I think we should move in together. Let's look at rings. We're going to get married someday. There's this sort of wishing, hoping, dreaming, but maybe it was premature to be talking that way, or maybe there was intention behind it to fool you or trick you, to use you or manipulate you in some way by saying, look at how happy we're going to be, but the reversal is like, there's no substance behind it. It's not real. What led up to this in the recent past? Yeah, Fool in reverse. You've been maybe feeling this new beginning on the horizon for a while. I feel like you saw the warning signs of someone who was less than authentic with you. And rather than getting ensnared by their big, splashy claims of what's going to happen with the two of you down the road, you're like, you know what? Actually not going to get excited about that. Maybe I'm not even going to stay in a relationship with you or keep seeing you. Your spidey senses might have gone off, starting to see red flags and back off. Your overarching energy, or the way that your higher self sees your current situation, is represented by the Five of Swords in reverse. So the silver lining on whatever challenges you're going through right now is that there will be less of this type of disagreement in your life in the future because of changes that you're making to your approach. Like maybe someone that tries to argue with you, you let them be wrong, or you avoid people with argumentative personalities. The Knight of Cups in reverse can use tactics like using a fake complaint to intentionally start an argument when they want to get away from you for a period of time. Like, let's say you have plans with your Knight of Cups for the following day, and they actually want to go do something else, rather than being forthright with you and saying, hey, you know what, I have this other thing, and I know we made plans, but can we postpone our plans? Can we do it some other time? They're not going to come to you and just communicate their needs. No. The Knight of Cups in reverse would come up with a lie, a cover story. And a popular tactic with narcissistic personalities is to create an argument. Like, I saw the way that you were talking to that person, and I could tell that you were, like, talking bad about me. I don't really appreciate that. And I actually heard from other people, no, they didn't, that, you know, you talk trash about me a lot, and I'm not really feeling comfortable around you right now. I think I need some time. I need some space. I'm going to head home. You know what? I don't feel comfortable hanging out tomorrow. You need to think about what you've done and, you know, let me know when you're ready to apologize. All of that being made up, they never heard you talk bad about them. They create this story in order to intentionally have an argument that they can use as an excuse to, oh, I was right, to sneak around on you. 7 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So this sort of awareness or savvy about the way that manipulative people can use arguments, I think, is what's represented here by the 5 of Swords in reverse. You're learning those tactics and how to better navigate that so that you don't, like, get swept up in their trap. Show me what's unfolding in the near future. Spirit's asking me to share with you this. I came across, like, I follow a lot of spiritual content creators online, and multiple people have been saying that they're picking up on this energy, and it sort of underscores what I've been sensing, that there's like a global narcissistic collapse happening, where people with narcissistic tendencies or that personality disorder are being confronted more, and their tactics aren't working. They're spiraling out of control. They're making it our problem. It's like on a global scale, in the public eye, not just in their personal lives, but also in their public lives, and like branching out and affecting societies. So I felt compelled to mention that to you because I think you may be feeling very disheartened about, like, why am I hearing about narcissism so much? Why is it like I keep coming across these people who feel like they need to use or manipulate others? It's just so frustrating and daunting when you think about, like, dating or having friends. Sorry, I was noticing this little patch of light there. Got distracted there. Back to the reading. Okay. Actually, let me explain what I mean by narcissistic collapse. It's like the last explosion of that energy, and it becomes more noticeable and more problematic, but it's an indication of, like, at least societally speaking, I feel like, an indication that that energy is soon going to fade into the past. That it won't be this pervasive, ever-present energy in our lives for much longer. But it might get worse before it gets better. In the near future, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. It's a temper tantrum, probably from the same person who you're thinking about, who's on your mind right here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. They may literally throw a temper tantrum, like screaming and wailing and rolling around on the floor. This would come out if they're really caught in a lie, or you're trying to hold them accountable for something that you have evidence for. It's also possible that it's just like taking an emotional plea to an extreme, and because of the reversal and the context of the reading thus far, I feel like it's a continuation of that theme of someone being manipulative or attempting to manipulate you with a sob story, with a woe is me, have sympathy for me, I'm actually the victim in this situation, and you'll never believe, tears streaming down their face, how hard I've had it. And it's an attempt to, a ploy to put you on the spot where you will seem 100% like the bad guy if you don't support them and nurture them and offer sympathy. It's a tactic commonly employed by people with this personality to evade responsibility, accountability. Usually in a response to you telling them how they hurt you. And when you're bringing up your own hurt feelings, rather than look at anything that they might have done wrong because they're incapable of self-reflection, they're going to immediately spin it around and make you feel sorry for them. And if you don't, then you're the bad guy. And they can cause an argument and walk away and get away from you, evading accountability for whatever they did to hurt you. Let's see. Surprise energy, 3 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse. This is either an unmasking of this manipulative person where you see that their pain was fake. They're not truly grieving anything. They're not in a state of victimhood that needs your support urgently. Or this is saying that you're going to be able to bounce back from something a lot more quickly than you're expecting to. It's not going to hurt as deeply or for as long as you think it will. Let's see, hopes and fears. What are we hopeful for? What are we afraid of? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe this person has been leeching off of you for money or resources. If you always cook for them, you feed them, you finance their lives, you could be concerned of the ramifications of withdrawing that support. You're afraid of saying, I'm not going to be the one to line up your resources anymore. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Pentacles there at the bottom of the deck is a very independent energy. When you are looking at your bank account, all you're thinking is, how am I going to please myself with this money? How am I going to, like, what am I going to buy that's going to be the things that I want and need? It's not, okay, what does my boyfriend or my girlfriend need? What do my kids need? What do my pets need? This is very self-focused in a nourishing sort of way, in a very healthy way. What is the end result? Where is this all headed? Okay, 6 of Cups means that you're going to feel harmonious. Whatever your circumstances lead to, the feeling is you're being supported, your efforts are reciprocated, it feels happy and very, very positive, very optimistic. It's Cups, so we are talking about feelings and emotion, and those things being met with a similar level to what you're offering. I don't think that it has anything to do with resolving the situation with this current person, because what needs to occur in order for you to work through the energies, remember the challenge, is an ending. Now, there could be a rare situation where this is just a behavior pattern and it's not a personality trait. I don't really feel like that's the case, but I'll mention it in case you're one of the exceptions to the rule where someone who has been manipulative decides to change their ways, and that's the ending that we're looking at. They need to stop that course of action, and when they do, everything goes back to normal and feels copacetic again. I will say, watch out for that, because if this person is truly manipulative at their core, that's another tactic. That's another trick. They go through these periods of changing their behavior for a certain amount of time to make you think everything's fine, but they inevitably fall back into their regular patterns of behavior. So watch out for that. It could be a more faking. Let's see. Your advice. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. Don't get committed to a habit or a pattern of behavior that you're not passionate about. If you're not interested, you need to seek a replacement for that. Probably we're talking about it's usually having to do with work, but I'm actually getting it has more to do with your daily habits. Something to do with your daily routine, daily habits. You'll, if you make a shift in that, or you stop doing something that you have been doing regularly, your circumstances will improve dramatically. But the key here is to follow the thing that is truly interesting to you, that you feel passionate about, and not the other things. If you're not feeling passionate about it, stop doing it. So Cancer, I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for being here. If you found this helpful and would like a personal reading, follow this link in the description box below, and consider becoming a channel member here on YouTube for access to members-only readings and live streams.